So the next thing is visualize. We got to see the future in the present. We got to see the future in the present, because what most often happens when people are overwhelmed, are inundated by negativity, their past arrests them in the present and deprives them of their future. Let me say it again. Their past arrests them in the present and deprives them of their future. I'd like to get 3 volunteers. I said I would go to the back row. You, sir, right here. Come on up in the black striped shirt. Come on right up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Don't have a lot of time. Okay, let's get another person. Ma'am, come right up in the orange shirt right here. Lady, not you, because the gentleman is looking away like he doesn't want to be called on, so we'll call on him. Sir, right here in the gray shirt. Since you stood up, you come here too. Okay, come on, gray shirt. Hurry up. Hurry up. Come on up here. For the studio audience, I want you to pay attention to this. And oh yes, we're going to have prizes for some of you out here that your children will get when they go through this session on 7th of July. So a certain number of you will get prizes. I want you to pay attention to this group and tell me what you see happen. What I'd like for you to do is hold your right hand up, point your finger. Right hand up, point your finger. What I'd like for you to do is put your heels and toes together, heels and toes together. Under no circumstances, let your heels and toes come apart. What I want you to do when we get to 3 is I want you to turn as far as you can to your right without letting your heels and toes come apart. For the studio audience, I want you to pay attention to what magic is going to transpire here. So on the count of 3, I want you to turn to your right as far as you can. 1, 2, 3, go. My goodness. We'll just put you right here. Almost done. Okay, turn back around, face your peers. Close your eyes, drop your hands. What I'd like for you to do, first of all, open your eyes. Turn around and look at that piece of paper, because that represents how far you went. Turn around and look at that piece of paper. Now come back forward. I want you to close your eyes. On the count of 3, close your eyes. I want you to visually see yourself go further than you went the first time. When I get to 3, I want you to do the same thing, but only mentally. Do the same thing you did physically, but just do it in your mind. And go further than you went the first time doing the exact same thing with heels and toes together. Do you understand? Yes. Do you understand? You understand? Okay. So, now raise your arms, keeping your eyes closed. Raise your arm, point. Keep your eyes closed. Let me ask you a question. Do you see yourself mentally having gone further than you went the first time? Okay. Now on the count of 3, I want you to do the exact same, keeping your eyes closed, going further. 1, 2, 3, go. Stop. Relax. 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 I want you to step down on the floor. I want you to turn around and look. Let me share something with you. This is you the first time. That's the second time. This is you the first time. Yellow, that's the second time. This is you the first time. Yellow, that's the second time. This is you the first time. Yellow, that's the second time. Let's give them a hand. Make sure you see me right after the training. I have a gift for you. Let's give them a hand. You guys can relax. Thank you. What do you notice about that exercise? What do you notice about that? What do you notice about that?
You can go as far as you want.
You can go as far as you want as long as you do what? As long as you see it. As long as you see it. You know, there's a science called psycho-cybernetics. And essentially what that is visualization. We need to teach children. We need to give them images so they can see themselves in the present and the future. I took a trip to California, 6-hour journey before 9/11. And I know we got to keep close to time, so we're going to rush this up. 8:48, we're in good shape. I took a trip to California before 9/11, and something odd happened. There was a young lady in front of me with her son. But there was something odd about her son. He looked to be about 5 years old, and he was dressed in a pilot suit. He had the stripes, gold bars on his shoulders, shiny black core-frame shoes, even had the hat with the eagle and a silver nameplate on his breast pocket with eagles above them. He was laid out. I asked this woman, I said, "Excuse me, ma'am, what's this all about?" And she told me, she said, "My son really loves planes and he would like to fly one day, so I promised him the next time we took a trip to see Grandma, I would buy him a pilot suit and he could wear it." So as fate would have it, they sat right in front of me on this long journey. And then something happened that was quite peculiar. The flight attendant came up the aisle and whispered something into the mother's ear. And next thing I knew, the mother was turning her knees to the side, and her child would get up, step past his mother, and take the flight attendant's hand as they walked up the aisle. I never saw that young man again until we landed. Where do you think he was? He was in the cockpit. Mother dressed her son in the future in the present. She dressed her son from the future in the present. And as a result, things happen. Years ago, there was a guy whose family was in trouble. They were in serious trouble. His family was going to die. So this is pretty serious. So he pleaded with someone that he thought had all power. And he said, "Please help me save them." And so upon negotiation going back and forth, eventually the one that had all the power said, "I will allow you to save your family from this burning city as long as you walk straight ahead and don't look back." And so Lot went and recouped his family from Sodom and Gomorrah. And they began the journey walking forward. But something happened. His wife turned and looked back against the admonition of the person with all power. She was admonished not to do that because if you look back, you'll turn into what? Pillar of salt. And so she looked back. What did she look back into? Fear, doubt, old habits. And as a result of those three things, the trifecta, she was arrested from her past and her present and deprived of her future. We have to teach children how to visualize. How do you do that? You get them an image, something that they can see daily associated with a goal that they have enunciated to you. And make sure that they're always seeing that. It's always before them, just like the uniform that this mother put on her child. This is critical stuff to inoculate them against the negativity of the world.